Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome to Swatch Party. My name is Dina and I am the assistant editor for Nail Pro magazine, and I am here with my work wife, Sigourney.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sigourney and I'm the digital content manager here at Nail It. And today we have a very special guest. His name is Merrick Fisher, also known as Merrick Here's on Instagram.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to our Swatch Party, Merrick.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I'm really excited. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Today, just a little flash forward, there will be no Swatch Party next week. We are taking a little break. And because we're super excited for Halloween, we are stamping Morgan Taylor Trick or Treats today. We have the collection. We have our stamping supplies. We have lint rollers, which I didn't know
you'll find out why.
And we are just gonna get right into it. We are all prepped with Morgan Taylor base coat, and we are gonna start doing some Halloween nail art.
We also have just like a sneak peek of Morgan Taylor's fall collection called Matadora, which includes 6. And we also wanted to thank Morgan Taylor for joining us today on Facebook and for supplying these products to Merrick and us.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
So this collection is very small, literally and figuratively. So there's only 4 colors. There's an orange, which is Orange Crush. There is a black, which is called Little Black Dress. And then we have all white now. That's funny. And then a glow-in-the-dark top coat that we're going to try and stamp. I'm going to try it.
Which is why we have these fancy lights.
Yeah, which is why we busted out
Ghostbusters.
I know. If you guys watched Swatch Party when we did the Love Serum number 5, we had those fun lights. We didn't bring out the box, but we're going to do.
Does Love Serum glow?
Yes, they did an empowering women's line that glowed in the dark. Some glowed better than others.
Okay.
They were all super empowering names.
Nice. That's cool. Ooh, getting too excited.
That's okay. One of the things that I know about this set of Morgan Taylor polishes is that it's not the first time they come out with this collection. However, it is the first time that we are seeing the brand new tapered brush on the bottle. So now this is the brush that we love here at Swatch Party because it hugs the cuticle really well. So if you're looking for a precise one-stroke application, this is definitely it. So even though they're tiny and super cute, I'm glad it has that brush on it.
I love these brushes personally. I think they make your life so much easier. They make painting on certain clients, if they have a small nail bed, for instance, literally like 1 stroke down the middle.
Yes.
Sometimes it's all you need. Sometimes it's 2 strokes, but like these brushes are amazing. I love the curved brush. I'm all for it.
So for those of you who don't know Merrick, he just mentioned that he does clients. So he's a freelance nail artist.
Yes.
Merrick, how long have you been doing nails for?
I have been doing nails for the last 5 years, I want to say. And I just can't believe it's been 5 years already. Like, time has flown by. Like, since I've started doing nails, it's just like, oh my God. The amount of trends and things that have come and been introduced and new products and new things, like even in those like few years alone, is just amazing. Yeah. Oh my God.
What are you doing a lot? What's a huge trend for you right now?
A huge trend for me right now, I would say, is like foils.
Okay.
I think foils is really popular. Foils aren't anything new per se, but there's like some new techniques that people are doing with foils, and I think that's like really interesting. Yeah. And people just, you know, they want something different, they want something fun. Everybody's like, you know, done chrome, and everybody's, you know, had their fun with that, but I think people are in the mood for something new. Yeah, so I'd say that's been really popular.
We saw a lot of foils at Nail Pro Sacramento. We saw a lot of foil work.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Also, I've noticed a big trend right now is, even though it's not brand new, is magnetic polishes.
Yes.
Like a lot of magnetic gels, a lot of magnetic like pigments. People are making their own
right.
colors essentially, but the magnetic trend has become very popular.
Yeah, I think it was very smart to call that type of polish cat eye because it kind of like revived the whole concept of magnetic polish.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so I have 2 coats of each polish here, and I'm going to give this just a moment before I start stamping. And
Dina, have you ever stamped before?
no.
Never?
Never stamped
Oh my God.
before.
Okay, so stamping
Stamping
is a lot of
101.
fun. I love stamping, but like anything in life, it takes a little bit of practice just to get the finesse and the action and the speed down. You definitely want to work quickly, and you definitely want to make sure you have a clean stamping plate. So if there's the sticker or the film on it, if it's brand new and fresh from like the factory or from the package, make sure to remove that. It's usually like a blue cellophane. Sometimes it's a different color. Make sure to remove that, and make sure that in between stampings, always make sure that you clean it with acetone. So after every finger you do, you want to make sure that you wipe this super clean with acetone. Make sure there's no polish left residue, because it will mess up the subsequent stamping that you do. So that's just a little fun tidbit.
We have our own acetone pumps. We all have our own pre-cut squares. We have our Morgan Taylor scraping cards.
Yeah, no, we are set.
So we are just ready.
I realized that we forgot our handy dandy cleanup brushes today.
I know, I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay, I'm going to try to grab it, so I'm going to weasel my way out this way because it's right behind me.
Let's try some other fun colors too.
So what are your thoughts so far on these colors?
I'm really happy with the pigmentation. They're creams.
Yes.
And they are highly pigmented. Took 2 coats, which is totally fine. And they pack a punch. I know the bottles are small, but like we said,
They
you know.
do, yeah.
I think this black is going to be perfect for stamping.
And
Yeah,
I'm going to throw Merrick under the table just a little bit.
Cool.
He dropped the top coat under the table, and it was already glowing.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm excited too. That's why I was like, oh my God. But then I was like, wait, I get a sneak peek, so it's not so terrible, but it's still. But yeah, it's awesome. It's glowing for sure. But yeah, always make sure with glow-in-the-dark items to shake them. Shake them, shake them, shake them. And the reason why is you want the glow-in-the-dark particles to make sure that it's like suspended throughout and not just like sunk to the bottom. So make sure you shake this well, and that will definitely help the glow factor.
I'm so glad you're here. You're so knowledgeable.
I'm excited. This is going to be fun. Ew, you're doing well already.
I thought you said ew.
No, ooh. No. All fun. All fun. So you guys were at a nail show recently.
Yeah, our sister magazine holds 2 nail shows every year, one in Pasadena and one in Sacramento.
Okay.
And we just did Sacramento that was last weekend? 2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago, yeah. But I'm still tired.
Yeah, well, yeah. And it was crazy fun.
Okay.
We saw lots of crazy stuff. We saw the new Creative Play Gel from C&D. We saw Pixies from Light Elegance, Pixie foils from Light Elegance.
Fuzzies.
And then we saw foil from Profiles. There's lots of stuff.
What is Profiles?
Profiles Nails is a brand that was started by a sister duo, Amy McClure and Tracy Duncan, and they had a long history as nail competitors. And they used to be young nails educators once upon a time, and then they decided to start their own product line. And they're based in Florida, called Profile Nails, and they're one of the companies that offer, so in addition to like Nailscape, they also offer like a mail-in like subscription service for pro-only products that come in like this really cute little pouch.
Yes.
That feature all their stuff, including like chrome pigments, chrome top coats, their new Stick It gel, specifically for foils.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, definitely check them out.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening with foil right now. Foil's definitely like huge.
I wanted to give a shout out to Vanessa, who's watching. She's with C&D, and she's going to be one of our guests at the next Swatch party.
Oh, our next
hey,
Swatch
girl.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Their new line?
I think we're doing something Vinylux related.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So super excited for that. I think I'm kind of avoiding the stamping on purpose.
I'm not. I'm just letting it dry. That's another thing. When you
Right.
stamp with polish, make sure your polish is completely dry before you start stamping on it. With gel,
Okay.
you don't really have that issue. You just want to make sure the sticky residue coat is not there. So you would just like wipe it
Okay.
clean and you'd get right to work. But with polish, you know, you just want to make sure it's dry before you stamp and put pressure, or else you're just going to smudge everything.
Okay, so I'll wait.
Just wait a minute or two.
Yay, thank you, Vanessa. I think in the meantime, because I've already swatched the 3 main colors, including a little black dress, all white now, and orange crush. I think I'm going to switch over to some of the Matador color collections.
Yeah. I want to see what the glow in the dark top coat looks just on its own.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my pinky finger, I think.
Oh, I should have tried that.
And I also want to see how it looks over the colors. Like sometimes it just adds a little like cast of a light yellow green glow.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So do any of your clients ask for stamping?
Yes, totally. My clients love stamping, and the reason why is because you get insanely intricate designs that are not going to like lift at all like a sticker sometimes might, and it's super thin and it's done in seconds. So like, yes, I can do hand painting, and I do a lot of hand painting, but for certain things, like if it's something very specific and intricate, it's just so much easier and quicker to do a stamp. And my clients love that, and they're just like, they're amazed. They think like the whole process is so cool and fun, and they love watching it and seeing how everything goes down, and they're just like mesmerized by it. And I love it, honestly. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think, like anything, you just need to get a little bit used to it.
Right.
And once you have that down, it's great.
I do want to answer a question that we got on Instagram. Polished Snapshot 26 asked how often do we have swatch parties, and ignoring next week, October 6th, we have swatch parties every single Friday.
Yeah.
You can catch us on Nail It Facebook and Instagram live. Every Friday we do a swatch party with a different collection. So our next swatch party will be October 13th, and we will be swatching with C&D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing housekeeping. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good job. Merrick, we have a question from Stacy K asking, how much do you charge per nail for stamping?
I don't give a per nail price. I would just, it depends on how much time it takes, because stamping, it's not that stamping's a time-consuming thing, but what stamping can do, like you want to put a few coats on top of top coat, like especially if I'm doing gel, maybe like $20 I would add to your price for a full set.
It also depends on like what they want, right? Like the design that they want.
Yeah.
But also I think you're a very unique circumstance because you don't work at a salon, you're a freelance artist, your rates are already different that way.
Right. So I would say if you're in a conventional salon, maybe adding like $10 to the price, perhaps.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just doing a couple nails, maybe charge like $1 or $2. Like I wouldn't charge much more because it's not like that much work.
When I was at Hustle Polish, we used to charge $3 per nail for stamping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they want an accent, that's an extra $6 to your regular manicure or gel polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Get Gorgeous Now wants to know what type of polish do you use when you use the stamping plates. So today we're using regular nail polish, regular lacquer, but you can stamp with gel. Like we just talked about that, stamping with gel. Well.
Yes, I have not stamped with gel yet, but I really want to because I want to incorporate some pigments and do different things. Yeah. What kind of gel do you guys like to stamp with?
So Wildflower Nails, she has a stamping gel that has like a very tacky finish and also won't dry on the plate, so it's very forgiving. Like you don't have to work as fast because you have that extra time, because it won't set. But if you're looking for a nail polish, they do sell stamping lacquers. but basically it's the same thing, only it's more pigmented.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today, I mean, we have a white and a black and an orange. The black in the collection is super dark, so I think we're going to get an easy transfer of the design because the color is so opaque.
These colors are really.
I use normal polishes. I just choose something that's really well pigmented, and usually something that's a cream or metallic. You want to stay away from frosts or glitters or shimmers because those aren't as pigmented and they won't transfer as well when you stamp. But as far as stamping is concerned, if you just have a highly pigmented cream polish lacquer, it should work.
So yesterday we shared a look of yours on our Instagram, and was that a stamped look? It was like a gold, it was a natural nail, it was gold. It kind of looked like a paisley stamp almost.
If there's paisley, then yeah. Like that's exactly what I was saying. Like for instance, if a client comes to me and is like, I want my nails to look like gilded, like wallpaper or something, I'm like, perfect. We're gonna stamp it, it's gonna be perfect, and you're gonna love it, and it's gonna take not that much time, and it's done. And the clients appreciate that too, because as much as they love nail art, they also don't love sitting there for 4 hours.
Right, right.
They want to come to you for like an hour and a half, and it's like, okay, great, we get it done, we do it, your nails look awesome, and everyone's stoked. So for things like that, for instance, stamping's amazing, and I really like some of the images on the stamping plate. I'm excited for what we're gonna get into today.
Here's a closer look at the stamping plate that we're going to be working with today. We've got a variation of like Halloween specific designs as well as like some more winter holiday. Is that a bunny I see too?
Yeah, so there are, Morgan Taylor usually sends 3 different kinds of stamping collections that I get, and one box is celebrations, the other box is florals, and then the other box is all geometric shapes. So this is our celebrations plate.
Cute.
There's like little.
We have Christy L on Facebook saying stamping is super easy and you can do it on yourself. I love to stamp.
Completely. I do it on myself all the time.
If you have
Especially on your non-dominant hand. If you want to impress people and you can't do insane art on your non-dominant hand, stamp, and people are always like, oh my God, you did that? And it's like, yeah, I did that. They didn't ask if I hand painted it, but like, did I do it? Yeah, I absolutely did it. You want it? Come.
All right. So I think we're going to go. We're going to start this. Are you starting?
I was trying to weasel my way into you guys not noticing me stamping so that you guys wouldn't notice.
So walk me through this.
Okay.
Okay, so as he said, you want to have all of your tools really accessible.
Right.
So you have your stamper, make sure it's clean. Today we're using clear jelly stampers. And some of the benefits of a clear jelly stamper versus, I think it's a silicone stamper.
You can see where you're stamping it. It's amazing, guys. In the past, these were like colored, and this was green or pink, and this was colored, and like you just stamped and didn't know what you were doing, and you'd mess up and have to like remove it and do this 50 times. Yeah. But now they're clear, so you can actually like look like it's a magnifying glass exactly where you're putting it on the nail. And that's amazing.
Can we show you the vision? Let me see. Does it work? Awesome.
My Mayo London stamping is all like colors. Like even this isn't clear. It's
right.
Like, it's like,
and you can't see where you're stamping, and that's makes it not easy.
All right, so what do I do? I'm gonna pick my design.
Oh, hey Morgan Taylor, they just joined us on Facebook. Thank you so much, saying that you can find out more about our designer plates and a URL. Thank you so much for providing that. Okay, so you have your plate.
Yeah.
You have your scraper.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your scraper
clean?
And
your stamper.
Yeah.
Okay, and your stamper. Is your stamper clean?
Yeah.
Okay.
What design are you gonna do?
Let's start. We'll start. I'm gonna do my non-dominant hand first.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do with the skull and crossbones.
Okay.
So I just polish over it.
Yeah, you don't want to polish over the whole design.
Right.
Like towards like the top of it, put like some globs rather of polish at the top.
Okay.
And then you're gonna grab your card.
Like that.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
And then you're gonna grab your card and swipe across.
At an angle.
Yeah.
Like 45 degrees.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like things
and then
that you do
stamp
at
it.
parties. Okay. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're gonna take this, stamp it, pick up your design.
Oh, that didn't work.
Okay, well, you know, it's a good segue because we have Lisa M saying sometimes the image does not transfer to the stamper properly.
Thanks,
what
Lisa.
am I doing wrong?
What is
So
she
you're
doing?
not alone in this
So what am I
problem.
doing wrong?
Okay, so a couple things.
Troubleshooting.
This
with
is
Merrick.
brand new stamper. You can touch it and it's not very sticky. We want it to be sticky. So sometimes what you have
gotcha.
to do is you need to get them sticky.
Oh,
So
rough
you
it
can
up.
either like touch it to your lint roller. You can wipe some alcohol on the top. You can rub some acetone a little bit, but you need to do something to make the top sticky. Like this stamper I've used before, it's from Morgan Taylor, and this one's sticky, whereas this brand new one is not sticky.
Gotcha.
You also have to work fast. Like we were going through the process really slowly.
Okay.
So that probably was enough time for
My stamp to dry.
Yes,
Pretty much.
girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this again. So,
Ta-da!
There you go.
And I'm done. Just kidding.
she said one and done.
So another reason why we have the lint roller here is for any excess that you have left on your stamper. If you just roll it on something sticky, it could be tape or it can be a lint roller, and it just comes off, and that's how you clean it for your next nail.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so useful. I usually just use Scotch tape. I like take some Scotch tape and just like, you know, dab it towards the top,
No.
but this is so much easier.
Guys, the bat turned out so
Try
cute.
it with this one.
I'm so happy.
It's probably dry now. Yeah.
Yeah, might be dry now. Okay, here.
Lisa M is asking, do you suggest rolling or straight down? To pick up the pattern, I do a rolling motion. So rather than doing blop, I roll. But when I do like the boink is when I'm applying it on the nail, because that's going to help it transfer easier.
Yeah.
That's the technique that seems to work for me. Let me see if I can do it again.
Lauren Wireman feels that like if you're doing it on a natural nail versus if you're doing it on a tip, she does it differently. Like sometimes she rolls it down, like she starts at the cuticle at an angle and goes down, and sometimes she goes like from the side. You know, I think it's just a personal preference.
Yeah.
I think you just need to play around with it a little and find what groove works for you best.
Exactly. So I'm going to roll, and that picked it up pretty easily.
See?
And then for the nail, I'm just going to bop it. And, you know, I could have measured that better, but it transferred.
Yeah, completely.
I'm not feeling this stamper, I don't think. It's just not picking up anything.
Let's try a different stamper. Let's try the sticky
Here.
one.
And yes, Lisa M, we definitely recommend you practice. It's just like Merrick said, it's just about finding your groove.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And I have yet to find mine.
But like I said, stamping is easy once you get the hang of it, but
It
there
seems
is
like a super easy concept.
yeah, it is an easy concept, but there's a small learning curve, for sure.
Yeah, because I haven't learned it yet. I can't do that.
It's coming. Here,
Here, do you want to stamp some?
let's try.
Lisa, we definitely believe in you. So we would want to see your finished stamped nail art looks on Instagram by sharing it with us using #NailItDaily. See, he used like a very firm, like boink method, and that worked. And I rolled, and we're using the exact same product, so it's to your preference. Yeah.
There we go.
See,
It didn't cover the full nail because this nail's really long, but the idea is there.
Yeah.
Looks kind of cool actually not being on the full nail. I kind of like that. It's more like abstract.
We have
real.
Stacy N saying, I sometimes gently buff a new stamper with a magic eraser. It helps pick up the images. After that, the lint roller and Scotch tape trick will keep it sticky and clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you need it to be like a little sticky.
There's got to be some sort of like texture on it.
Yeah, something.
You can also take a buffer. I mean, a buffer that's as soft as a magic eraser. I've seen Salo from Young Nails do that before.
Interesting.
All right, so then we also have someone saying to change the angle of the scraper if you're having trouble picking up the design.
Yeah, because sometimes if you scrape with too much pressure, you're taking all of the polish out of the stamper.
Maybe I'm doing that.
Yeah, maybe just do it like a lighter touch. Like use your non-dominant hand, maybe like less pressure. Quick, but not as pressured. See?
That's okay.
It's great.
Lisa M says, I paint instead. You know, whatever works for you, whether you're hand painting a design.
I love hand painting. The only thing is sometimes clients want a very intricate design and they want it very quickly.
Right.
And so in those cases, or for instance, I'm on set and we need something insanely intricate and we need it done in no amount of time. And you cannot physically hand paint. Like, I mean, maybe you can and you're blessed with that gift, but like I personally can't like hand paint something insanely amazing in 2 seconds. So, you know, it just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You assess based on what's the task at hand.
Exactly.
Also, stamping can be very messy, which is what you're seeing now. Is I'm just taking a cleanup brush and removing the design that was outside of the nail and on the surrounding skin, and now I have that like webbed look.
Which is why I love personally to stamp when I have gel on, because like for instance the base color will be gel and then we stamp with the lacquer. It dries immediately essentially. I top coat it. And then I just wipe everything off with alcohol and it takes everything off. So I don't have to do like that intricate cleanup or anything because it just does it all for me.
So smart.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to get this by the end of this episode. I'm going to put
I believe in you.
Are. Yes, you are. What should I? Maybe I'll try the skull and crossbones.
Is there a pumpkin? Yes, it's a pumpkin. Okay.
So
we have a question asking, where can you purchase this? All of these products that we're using today are Morgan Taylor, including the clear jelly stamper, the stamping plate, and the 4 Halloween colors. So check them out.
Cute.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
So more polish, less pressure when you swipe.
More polish, less pressure.
And use this stamper, but let's clean it off. So let's use our little lint roller. Get off the excess of that. Perfect.
You got this, girl.
You're gonna get it. It's like training wheels.
It is like training wheels.
Or like riding a bike. You're gonna, you know. There you go.
So that's enough polish, you think?
Yep. And now swipe gently.
See, but like.
And now stamp.
And now stamp.
Yeah. You gotta be fast with this. There you go. See what happens?
Amazing.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Spend this whole day not picking up tiny skulls. Yay.
No, see now you and imagine if you had to hand paint these tiny little skulls and this perfectly and symmetrically, like it would take a long time. It'd take a long time. So this is I don't know, I think stamping is a huge time saver. And there's so many different designs and things. And even on this plate, for instance, this isn't, yes, it's like holiday theme, but like there's such great things on here, like the stars you can use universally.
Oh, yeah.
The fireworks are really cute. You could use this for New Year's.
It had 2 plates in it, and one was like all emojis.
Yes.
And then that was that. So you could do some emoji nail
The
art.
snowflakes, the Valentines, the hearts. Like there's really cute things that you can use. Now, how did you do just the single items at the top? Sometimes I've seen artists put tape to block off the other design.
Or what I've seen people do as well, so like, for example, the bats, here's hoping it transfers well. Once you slide, you can, well, this is a bad example, but if you just wanted one, you can take the lint roller and clean up around it.
That's smart.
So that you only have the one.
But then you gotta work fast.
True. Let's see if this will transfer. There you go.
Oh. Okay, there you go. Amazing.
I'm just as surprised
yeah, no, that's amazing. Because that speed is definitely a helpful trick with stamping for sure.
Yeah.
And it helps speed is important.
We have a question from Linda asking, does the type of polish you use for stamping matter? Meaning, is there a special thick polish or something?
They exist. However, I don't necessarily find them more useful or better. Like I said, if you just have a highly pigmented cream or a metallic base polish, lacquer, those will work the best. Something like this, like a glitter, is not going to work well. The little pieces of glitter are going to it's not going to work well.
It won't.
And something like a shimmer frost also is not going to work well. So like this color, for instance, like this is kind of like a pearly.
That color won't do well.
It's not going to transfer well. So you want something highly pigmented, like a full coverage color, like for instance this black.
I have seen a couple people use like metallic colors, like a really pigmented gold or a really pigmented silver.
No, they work great.
They transfer well too.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like the design that you use for your
yeah, probably. And it comes out really well. Oh my God, did you get another one?
I got bats. So I have bats.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. There we go. It is helpful that you can see. I will give you that.
Yeah, because imagine the difficulty that you're having already compounded with the fact that you couldn't see out of this. So you were stamping this on like half the table or on your skin or on like, and clients want the design very symmetrical.
Right. Yeah.
And so the fact that these clear jelly stampers, like these came out maybe like a year or so ago, maybe a year and a half ago, have revolutionized stamping and made it so much easier and better, for sure. Absolutely.
So, Merrick, can you tell us about like what are some of your favorite assignments to go on as a freelance nail artist?
I think variety is the spice of life, and I kind of love, even if it's a music video, if it's just like a editorial shoot, if it's just like going to like, you know, some random person's office, I see the fun in all of it.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of fun because I love doing nails. So honestly, I don't think it matters to me like what the assignment is per se.
Yeah.
I just think the fact that it's always different and changing and I never really know what's going to happen once I get there, I think is really fun. Like the element of surprise. Like I'll get there thinking like, oh, they're going to want like, you know, French nails. And like, they're like, no, we want like neon acid ombre, like crazy. And I'm just like, what? Like somebody could have told me this ahead of time so we could like plan better,
But you as a person have to be able to have like that personality that adapts to that
and like to be very
yeah.
flexible and to just go with the flow and the motion of the ocean 1,000,000%. And it takes a certain individual, like some people, you know, with doing nails like things a certain way and it has to be a certain setup and this and that. Like, no, I have to be able to adapt and do things in crazy situations and in crazy environments, and you just, you know, you have to go with the flow and figure it out and just make do in cramped, tiny situations and get the job done and just do it.
I don't mean to be cliche with my question, but do you have any advice for techs who want to take the freelance route? Like, how do you go about making a name for yourself, getting that clientele? Do you need an agent, an agency? Like, how? You
know, it's not easy.
It's a loaded question.
It's a great question. It's not easy. What would I recommend? Definitely start with your Instagram. Social media is very important, and it's essentially your online resume. Yeah. It's your portfolio. It's a way that like other people and other companies and brands could see you and what you're able to do. So I think start with that and have a good, clean Instagram and something that you're proud of and that you want to share with people. Clientele is something, you know, it's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. Like anything in life. Nobody, like, you know, their first job is like up on the set of like, you know, crazy whatever and dealing with A-list celebrities. You know, you got to work your way and you have to make your dues. And I think maybe getting a start in a salon is a great way to learn everything you can, because you need to be well versed in everything in nails, and you have to be able to troubleshoot
in no time at all. So what I mean by that is like you have to be familiar with like if you're going to get a client who has like a messed up nail or any kind of issue, you have to be able to deal with that and in a quick manner. So if you like get to set or working with a celebrity and they have like this weird club nail or something you've never dealt with before, you have to be familiar and know how to do it. And so if you have this background working at a salon or something and we're exposed to tons of different clients with different, you know, types of nail disorders and different things and exposed to it, you'd be much better off. And then building clientele just takes time.
Yeah.
And things grow organically and via word of mouth, and, you know, just maintain and always work on your craft. I'm always watching YouTube and checking out all different nail things from around the world, seeing what different people are doing, seeing what different nail trends are. And I think it's important to always stay on top of that.
And you take a lot of classes too.
I take classes. I attend trade shows. I do all of this, and I think it's super important. When I see nail techs that like don't know about a trend or like, what's that? I'm just like, wait, what? Like, how do you not know about this? Like, you do nails and like you're just hearing about chrome now. Like, what? Like, you need to like know about these things. Like, your clients are gonna ask, and like, if this is your industry, you should be knowledgeable about things. But there are a lot of things, and there's always new things. But I think that's fun to like stay, you know, up with it all.
Totally.
Is there anything that you, because we talked about how like foil is like very requested, but is there any trend that you would wish people asked more of that you enjoy doing?
I think maybe like funkier things. I think like funkier shapes and styles. Maybe they're not the most practical, but like for instance, there's so many different shapes and things you can like do with your nail. If somebody was really like out of the box and like really like fashion forward and edgy, and people are just like, no, I'm edgy, I'm gonna do a coffin shape, or oh, I'm edgy, I'm gonna do a stiletto. And it's like,
but everyone has.
You know, everyone has that. What if your nail was like a swizzle or something? Like, there's so many different, like something crazy.
Like
I think, I think it'd be like, I mean, it's not for everyone, but like, you know, I think it could be fun. I think that would be an interesting thing for people to request. They definitely don't. Clients definitely like, you know, are more mainstream when it comes to things like that. But, you know, you have to do what the client wants and asks for, so.
And to your point, I feel like clients nowadays are more savvy with trends because of social media. So you have to know what's hot on Instagram.
Completely.
That's how they know what they want for their next set.
And they come to you asking for it and wanting it. So if you're not familiar with it or know what it is, you know. Let's see if I can bring this one to life.
We have Francine Fisher saying marriage is live.
Oh my God. Hi, Mom. Hello, Fran.
How cute.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Merrick has been amazing.
Thank you, guys.
I would like to give a shout out on Instagram to Polish Galore for answering all of our questions. And thank you for, she's just out there like just answering questions. And I really appreciate it because I'm trying to stamp.
Crystal's amazing, and Crystal is going to be doing our next Indie Polish Spotlight on the 14th, I think, which is going to be the Saturday after our next Swatch party. So make sure you tune in to her stream then. And then Lisa M, going back to the conversation about how you prep brand new stampers, she says, I buffed my clear stamper and made it cloudy. Be careful. So I know that earlier we were giving that advice where you can buff it, but you don't want to buff it too much because apparently you'll ruin your stamper and that would suck. So thanks for that warning, Lisa.
What I did to make it work is I just literally took a tiny bit of acetone and just like barely touched this.
That's what I did. I just did that to
like I didn't saturate it. I just like did enough, and now it's sticky and like kind of working. So, I don't know.
Awesome.
I want this one.
How's it going over there, Dina?
It's not.
It's not. Were you able to transfer anything?
I have skulls and bats. And I actually did transfer orange on top of black.
Wow.
And you can very barely see it, but that's also kind of cool.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. I just did the orange little bow. It's delicate, but sometimes that's, that's nice. I really want to see this glow in the dark, though. I want to see if if you can stamp theoretically with it.
Let's see. Well, I have 3 nails that seem like they're nude, but they have a coat. Actually, I did read that this glow in the dark top coat should be applied with 2 layers to get that real glow effect. So I'll go ahead and add an extra layer to each of my nails. And so on these new nails, I have 1 coat. I'll add a second one, and then I'm going to put a black design over it, and we'll see what it looks like afterward.
Well, that's what a glow-in-the-dark stamped nail looks like.
I wonder how much it glows.
So it's a little clear.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Okay.
These are so fun. Are you getting the hang of it?
Yeah.
More so?
I mean, I'm getting it.
Okay.
Perfecting it is a whole different story.
Listen, like I said, Rome was not built in a day. And when I first started stamping, I struggled with it a lot. I did not have the proper tools. I was seeing everybody doing it online. It looked so easy. And every time I tried, I was like, this is failing. I don't have the right polish. I don't have the right stamper. I don't have the right plate. A lot of these things went wrong. At the time, the plates weren't great. The grooves weren't deep enough. And so what happened was when you put polish and you swipe it, there was nothing left. Yeah. Now the plates are much better quality and they're deeper. And this invention is unbelievable. The clear jelly stamper where you can actually see what you're doing is unbelievable. Because without that, you were just blind, hi, where am I? Oh, your thumb's here? Great.
But I think that's a good point. If you're, just checking for the quality control of the plate, if you scratch it, you should feel deep grooves.
Yeah, totally.
That's how you know whether or not you have a good plate. You can do it with your nails too, but if you hear that, you can feel the difference of where it's indented. So you won't have that issue of it scraping away all of your polish. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the orange on the black.
Can we show off some of the designs you've already applied on your swatch wheel, Merrick?
Oh my God, are you kidding? Yeah. So here is a glow-in-the-dark spider web. Here is an orange bow. Here is a black and white spider web. Here are some fun pumpkins. Here are some fun skulls. And now we're gonna, we're gonna get creative.
I'm going to switch over and use this color from the Matador collection called Dance and Sangria.
Which also would be wonderful for, this theme.
Yeah, because it's got vampy,
yeah,
vampy
it's very
vibes.
vampy.
Here, do you want to stamp some?
Sure.
We got Crystal Emery saying, clear jelly stampers are my jam. That's how I made my marble nails last week.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah, the consensus is thank goodness for clear jelly stampers because
go in your office and shut the door and practice. And you'll become a stamper.
A stamping star.
We have a question from T. Tebby. What do you think of the Sally Henson Chrome Kit?
I've not tried it. I've not seen it.
I've not tried them.
Is it a polish? Is
yeah,
it chrome?
it has, from what I've seen online, it's a whole kit that includes the pigment powder.
Okay.
That's the chrome.
Uh-huh.
But the difference is that it's a water-based top coat.
Okay.
So that's how it'll adhere.
It doesn't
how the
affect
pigment
all
will
the shine.
adhere. But I haven't tried it. The images on their Instagram look amazing.
Right.
So Sally Henson, if you're watching, send us some. But yeah, no, unfortunately I have not tried it, but if you tried it, we definitely want to know your thoughts.
Kristen Baraka on Instagram is asking, I can't get my clear stamper to pick up some of my plates. Girl, throwing a party.
Like we said.
Can I transfer from stamper to stamper? That sounds complicated.
What do you mean from
Stamper to stamper?
Yeah, Stamper to, can I transfer
Would you be
from
willing
stamper
to show or try the reverse stamping technique? to give our friends who are having trouble. Well, I guess that wouldn't really help because you still have to transfer the design over to the stamper. And the issue is transferring the design, right?
I mean, my issue is this whole thing. So.
Okay, so the question was, she's having trouble with picking up the design.
A regular stamper to my clear stamper.
Oh, the problem is this all needs to be done quickly. So when you take more time and more steps, like for instance, to transfer from one to another, the polish is going to be dry and you're not going to be able to work with it. So that would be the issue with that, from going to one item to another.
Also, if you're like doing your nails in a room with an air condition, like the AC blasting or the fan blasting, like that's going to accelerate the dry time on your polish, and it's going to be completely unforgiving if you're trying to do stamping in that room. So I don't know if that's an issue too, like environmental problems.
Which one? I've never tried reverse stamping. Reverse stamping is when you stamp it on your stamper and then you add colors to your stamper, and then I think they add like a clear layer and they peel it off, and you essentially make yourself like a decal or a sticker that you can then put on your nail. And I've not tried this yet.
I'll try it with you.
Right?
Yeah.
Which one would be a good one?
We have Polish Galore saying you could always put a clear coat on top of the stamper to seal the image, let it dry, peel off with tweezers to make your own decal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so we're going to try that. And then Barbara is recommending that when transferring your design, we've talked about this, there's two methods. Pretend this is your stamping plate. You can
the boink versus the...
boink it, or you can roll it. And so it's really just a matter of practicing and finding out what works best for you. And Lisa M says like she does a lot of stamping decals all the time. And then for Virginia asking what are the stamping plates that we're using?
Morgan Taylor.
Morgan Taylor, and it's called the Holiday Collection stamping plate?
Celebration?
Celebration.
This is a celebration stamp.
My bad.
Okay. Still trying, guys. Perseverance.
I'm going to try to do a marble decal, see if this works, that I saw online.
How?
So if supposedly, you have to be really patient, but if you roll, I'm going to keep rolling this so that it spreads, and then it's going to make like a swirled effect, and then I'll have my decal.
So I wanted a marble.
I'll let you know how this goes, because so far it's not looking so
might make
good.
the white ugly.
Khaleesi0706.
Awesome Instagram name.
Said, I can never stamp right, drives me insane. Yeah. I love that you guys are feeling my pain out there. It makes me feel not alone.
But I believe in you, Khaleesi.
I believe in me too.
You're Queen of Dragons.
Yes, you're Queen of Dragons. You can definitely tackle stamping.
So I will say that this is what's happening. Since I have a clear stamper, I can see this. I'm not picking up polish, but it looks like I'm picking up like oil. Like I see the design on my stamper, but it's not in polish. Is that weird?
I'm sorry? What do you mean?
I'll do it right now because it's a thing that's been happening.
And then Lisa said a toothpick. Toothpick helps. I'm not sure what she's referring to on that one. Maybe me doing this? I don't know.
To swirl around the paint. That might make sense.
I put way too much purple.
It's hard.
You know, I'm just probably going to abort this mission here and start all over.
Well, my reverse stamping, I need a
top coat, right?
a top coat, but I also, let's try a different color.
Yeah, no.
Let's try this red.
Forget it. I'm just going to forget that ever happened.
That's why it's play, people. Nails are fun. I always love to play around and explore and try new things and like not let it get frustrating
very aggressive with that.
and just like have fun with it. You know?
Thank you, Lisa. I thought I knew what I was doing, but that didn't work out. And then we have Claudia M saying, love, love, love the Halloween collection.
Okay, Kristen Barakaw is sharing my real paint on Instagram right now. Because she was like, happening? I had that happen before too. An oily design and not the polish.
Oily?
Yeah, girl.
Like there's some kind of residue or something.
Yeah, I feel like I need to like.
Are you cleaning your plates properly? Are you cleaning your
Yeah, you gotta follow all
properly?
the tools.
You cannot skip a
I
step.
did not skip
Then that's when it all goes wrong. Nails by Rosa Vargas just joined us saying hello, thank you. And Lisa is calling me out saying that I gave up too soon on that swirl design. And I did. That's okay.
Nancy said, for stamping, any special nail lacquer? And we said no. They do have stamping nail lacquer out there, but we're not using that. We're just playing with
normal nail polish.
Normal nail polish.
It just has to be super pigmented.
Right. And which these are. Because my hands are painted. It's not stamped.
So this is the notion of reverse stamping. You stamp the image and then you can like add colors to it, and then this is what it should appear like ideally when we transfer it. But we'll see. Never tried it.
We have Dorothy saying hello. You guys should be having fun.
We are.
Obviously.
I am.
So now what happens, Merrick?
Yeah,
You just
quick.
wait for it to dry.
Okay, do you see that? Am I taking too long?
Maybe. But also maybe the stamper is just not like this isn't that sticky to me.
See, and I feel like I'm using way more nail polish than I should be using. I can't. It's me.
You just got to be quick.
All right.
Think of it as like a race. Come on. Put polish.
You got this.
Swipe. Pick up. That's it.
Okay, so I think I'm taking too long.
You see how quick that was?
Yes.
Quick.
All right.
Quick,
No
quick,
one talk to
quick.
me for like
Seconds.
15 seconds.
Okay.
Seconds.
See where
It's so fast. It's super easy. If you think too much about it,
You're
you're
doing it
taking
wrong.
That's
too
what's
much
happening.
time.
That's a lot of
You just
orange.
blab on the polish, blob on the polish, swipe it, stamp it, go. Done.
Wham, bam, thank you,
Yeah, exactly.
I transferred to Katie.
Is it
So
working?
hopefully it'll be okay. It's so tiny. There you go.
Amazing.
That was real. I don't even care if it's not on my nail because it's on.
It
the-
looks really good.
There you go.
I was actually having a lot of trouble with the pumpkin
So
one, so
what
I'm very
did you
impressed.
do differently?
Yeah, talk us through it. What
And I didn't
what
have issues
happened?
with any of them. Okay.
I just went really like gummy bears for breakfast fast.
Okay, so now let's try one again with actually transferring it. That's the final
But are you
step.
gonna put that
but
on a
that's
nail?
huge. Well, now it's probably
it's dry
dry.
now, but
Okay. Here.
Well, you
I
can
got way
adorn
too-
this beautiful
Yeah. See, we're gonna clean it.
transfer the design.
See,
See, look at how gorgeous that is.
Gorgina.
We've got some really encouraging words from Dorothy saying, it is all those imperfections that make it perfect. Love nail stamping.
I need that. on a
Yes,
t-shirt.
totally.
We definitely appreciate
Or a
the good
t-shirt
vibes.
that says like nail stamping, the struggle is real. You know?
Hashtag the struggle.
Yeah, the struggle. It's rough, people.
Okay. Are we still letting that dry?
I
Did
mean,
you put
I
a
feel
top
like,
coat?
No, I don't have
No.
a top coat.
Why don't you try the glue in the top coat?
Smart.
I don't think I said
And
words
there's
just
two
now. I think I
regulars
just
if you
mumbled.
like.
Oh! This will totally work.
Okay. Also, I used up all my lint-free remover wipes.
Borrow
Whoops.
all you want. Okay, so we're putting on clear top coat.
So if you're just joining us, Merrick is practicing the reverse stamping technique. So he's already, I missed the step where you painted the stars. What did you do that with?
Yeah, so I didn't, essentially the daughter tool.
Okay, cool.
I used that to like intricately get in there and put some color.
Okay.
Some of it smeared.
That looks really good. I'm trying to figure out.
It's so easy on YouTube.
Everything
See,
is
fast.
easy on YouTube. Yeah.
Like that was slow in thinking. Like you can't think about it. You just got to do it. Pick it up, done. Pick it up, done. I love the way the glow-in-the-dark stamped.
Okay, I'm going to try to replicate your star.
Yeah, and then I just use the dot to fill in some of the color.
Okay. We have a question from Dorothy, or sorry, Carrie. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Do I need to prep the stamper before using it? I cannot get any polish to stick to the clear stamper.
Yeah, so when they come fresh out of the box, they're not like ready to use. You have to, I think I use alcohol. Yeah, you got to do something to make it a little tacky and sticky. Like right now I'm touching it and it feels a little sticky to me, and that's good, and that means it'll work. Yeah. But fresh out of the box, like just taking this cap off, it's not primed and prepped. You need to like stick it. So like I said, just take a little bit, one of these, take a little bit of alcohol. I know this is acetone, but pretend it's alcohol, and just, you know, it'll remove, I guess, the top layer, leaving it sticky, and that will pick up the polish, and then you won't have an issue.
Awesome. Very helpful.
All right.
How's it going over there, Dina?
It's going, you know, doing my thing over here.
Okay.
Just trying my hardest.
It's working.
It is. It's like semi-working.
Yeah, you're getting there.
And so you've transferred some to your nails already, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
The skulls was my best bet.
Carrie really appreciates your advice. She said, cool, thank you, Merrick.
Yeah, anytime. Fast, fast. Pick it up. Now on the nail.
Yay!
Yeah. Go, 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 go. Every second is like... But you can look when you do it. See, when you did that, you didn't even look. You were just like stamped.
I just stamped my whole finger as nail skulls. But it's on the nail.
Yeah.
We've already established that the cleanup brush is my best friend.
There you go.
Yes.
So I dabbled my stamper with a little bit of acetone, guys. Swatch Party amateur right there. That's what you do. You get a mess.
Okay, so do your guys' designs have the glow-in-the-dark top coat? Glow-in-the-dark top coat.
He does.
On it.
And then I have just one nail that's glow-in-the-dark.
Okay, because I think for the big reveal, we should all have glow-in-the-dark top coats. Because it doesn't actually add, I mean, there's a little bit of like color, yellow color, but not really. I layered all of these nails with the glow-in-the-dark top coat. Why is that so hard for me to say? But the white still looks white. Melissa A is saying, I have tried using different types of polish, but some are too transparent.
Right.
What polish colors work best?
Dark colored creams, full pigmented, like...
Here's a dark colored cream.
Yeah, like a black, a blue, a red, anything that's like well pigmented and not sheer. What I mean by that is when you put on the first coat, it's not streaky and like looks like, ugh, this is going to be 3 coats. If your polish is like that, it's not going to be a good polish to stamp with.
Okay, that's a good rule of thumb. If it's a 1 coater, perfect for stamping.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be like exactly 1 coat, but if it's pretty good, yeah, absolutely. That's the type of like polish you should be using. And some companies are better than others, some colors are better than others. But you just have to play around with it with what you have. I'm sure you all out there at home have tons of different brands. Just play around with it. Try some different ones and see what works best for you. For me, for instance, I go by color. So if the client wants, you know, their nails stamped with rose gold, I look at my rose golds and I think like which one's going to be the most pigmented, which one's the strongest, and I go with that.
Okay.
Awesome. That's great advice. Our setup looks a mess, meaning we've had a lot of fun here today.
Yeah, we have.
Merrick, we're super grateful to have you here today.
Thank you. Anytime. I'd love to come back.
Thank you for everyone joining us. We're going to sign off a little bit differently. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, that's not fair. Wait, put it
Oh,
on
here.
mine. Okay,
Whoa, look
okay.
at your thumb.
Oh, see now.
See, look at the present. Look at that bow. Isn't that good
look at
now?
my
What about the
my pumpkins on black.
let's look at the okay, that came out. Look. I stamped with the glow in the dark top coat, and that's yeah, it's totally
Whoa,
working,
this is
guys.
the glow in the dark.
Okay, so I have glow in the dark and then a design on top.
Yes, girl.
Yeah. But then that also makes my
And look at the bottles.
hot
Look at
pink
how well they're
pumpkin.
glowing.
I know they are glowing.
So cute.
It's like radioactive.
So I think we're going to sign off like this.
Yeah, we're signing off in the dark, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a
Bye,
great weekend.
guys.
Bye.